In this video, I am going to show you how to find the roots of this quadratic equation. Our quadratic equation is x to the power of 2 or x squared equals 144. To find the roots of this quadratic equation, we must find two x values that has a y value of 0. There are two things that you can do to solve this equation. One way is to factor this equation by subtracting 144 on both sides. This will make the quadratic equation equal to 0. Now we can factor this one out. It will turn out to be two sets of binomials. Factor x squared out, and it will become x on both binomials since x times x is equals to x to the power of 2 or x squared. Now we must factor out negative 144. We have to think of one number that is multiplied by the same number since 144 is a perfect square. You can get a calculator to find the square root of 144 or simply use a multiplication table. The square root of 144 is 12. And since it is negative 144, we will put negative 12 on one binomial and positive 12 on the other binomial. The next thing we do is to separate these two binomials apart. Now, we must solve for x. So plus 12 on both sides, and it will give you x is equals to 12, and minus 12 on both sides on the other equation, and it will become x is equals to negative 12. So these are the roots of our quadratic equation. Another way of doing this quadratic equation, instead of factoring it out, you can apply the square root on both sides of the equation. So the square root of x squared is x, since x times x is x squared, and the square root of 144 is equals to plus or minus 12. Why is there a symbol of plus or minus 12? That is a shortcut. Instead of putting it into x is equals to negative 12 and x is equals to 12. And these two numbers, which are all the same, if you substitute those numbers to x, you will have the same answer.